Welcome to the Flaming Greek, the hottest cooking show on the planet. Watch the hilarious duo cooking up adventure with the help of the torch.
Oops. Ta-da!
Watch The Flaming Greek and Cammy on Foody TV. www.theflaminggreek.com.
Hello and welcome to this episode of The Flaming Greek. I'm Cammy and this is Greek, and we have a very special guest, Susan, with Vinolio Olive Oil.
Yes, Susan, great stuff. I've tried it. I've cooked with it. I understand we're going to do dipping today. Some garlic breads and some different breads.
Yes, I brought with me 3 of our latest products we have in the shop, which are all from the Northern Hemisphere. We import twice a year, once in the Northern Hemisphere and then in the Southern Hemisphere as we get into spring. I brought 3 olive oils with me today. They're all from the Northern Hemisphere. The first one is an Arbequina, which is the varietal of the olive, Arbequina, and it's from Spain.
Ooh.
This is one of our mild olive oils. We range from mild to medium to robust in intensity. So this one
Is mild.
is one of the milder
I
profiles.
can't wait. Sorry, girls.
What kind of bread is this, too?
It's a garlic roll.
Ooh, okay.
Delicious.
Ready to go.
It's almost like butter. I'm not going to say it, but it's got that.
Ooh. So it's very light, but it has just a little bit of like flavor.
No salt.
It's
No
almost
salt.
almost like when an oil spits at you, it's like that little of flavor. It's delicious actually. I want more of that.
An olive oil can be very complex, almost like drinking wine. It's going to take on different profiles. It's terroir driven, so depending on the soil it was grown in, when it was harvested, it's going to take on very different flavor profiles.
I had no idea. I thought olive oil was just olive oil, and that was it. I didn't know there was a complexity to it. That is really, really good.
So if I may ask you, when you open a bottle, when you say it's like wine, does it need to breathe?
No, in fact, air is an enemy of olive oil. You don't want it to oxidize, which is something that's going to take away all of those wonderful health benefits that these extra virgin olive oils have in them.
So that's why it comes with these nice little stacks.
Right.
And that's an awesome. I love the design. When he had it at his house, I was like, look at just the bottle itself. The bottle
It's
is
a beautiful bottle.
completely beautiful. I mean, with just when you pour it, this little thing comes undone, and it's such a cute design.
It's a nice way to control the pour, so you're not wasting.
Yeah, so it's not pouring out too much, but it's very gentle with it. I like that.
So if I just may ask you, there's always a concern about olive oil. A lot of people are in this thought process that you can't cook with it because of the heat point.
Right. And that's a common misperception. If you're getting a quality olive oil, something that's considered extra virgin, or these are actually considered ultra premium oils, so they far exceed the extra virgin standard. So they have very low free fatty acid, which correlates to a really high smoke point. So any of our olive oils can be heated above 400 degrees and they will not chemically break apart. You'll still have all the health benefits, and you don't have to worry about any aldehydes forming or anything like that, which is another
That's
misperception.
awesome.
So we're going to be using this oil all season long.
And let me tell you, from just tasting, I know we have more, but just from tasting this mayo, it's so good. The flavor, it's like it's not too, it's perfect. Like I never knew that there was multiple olive oil like flavors that you could have. So just like she said, it's like a fine wine. You know, every olive oil has its own flavor and its own distinctive characteristics. And I'm excited. What's the second one that we can
So
try?
the next one is a Cobrancosa, which is the variety of the olive. There are more than 200 varieties of olives, so there's a lot of variety out there. This one is from Portugal.
And look at how well that pours. I mean, it oozes out. It doesn't come out, you know.
So this is considered one of our medium profiles, and really the designation between a mild, medium, and robust olive oil is really in how many polyphenols it has. So polyphenols are those wonderful properties, great qualities in an olive oil that have all those health benefits. And as you have more polyphenols in the olive oil, you're more likely to get sort of a peppery kick in the back of your throat. It might make you cough. which is completely normal and is a characteristic of a quality olive oil that has high polyphenol count.
If you're coughing, you know it's good.
So, goodbye to the butters, because I was telling you, Susan, off camera in the green room, that I don't use butter or cream cheese. I just take a piece of oatmeal toast and I just sprinkle the olive oil.
Well, and it's healthier than using butter.
And it's more flavor.
It is, and now that I know that there's multiple different olive oils, it's like you can really play it up and what you're eating and what you're in the mood for. It's really delicious.
There's definitely a growing number of consumers that are they're having olive oil daily in their diet for the health benefits alone. But in addition to all the wonderful health benefits, there's these great different flavor profiles. So it enhances flavor and it provides a lot of health benefits.
So what are the let's say the top 3 health benefits of olive oil?
Well,
Well, first of all, look at her skin. She's been doing it.
Right, she's glowing, absolutely.
I'm pretty warm too.
It's hot. You said she was hot.
Well, they're the antioxidants that are in
So
olive
it just
oil.
cleans everything out of you, or
It's great heart health. I mean, it's great for your skin. It's
It's supposed to have
it's been
cancer
linked to
fighting.
anti-cancer properties.
that's amazing.
There's study upon study, medical studies, about the Mediterranean diet and all the benefits of consuming quality olive oil. It's very important. Things that you don't want in an olive oil. You don't want to see a clear bottle.
And why is that? Because you said the light, right?
The heat, light is an enemy to olive oil. Air, it oxidizes. It's going to.
That's so interesting. I had no idea about
So
that.
you want to know the crush date. These were all
Right.
crushed this winter. It's most important that it's fresh. It's really an indicator of quality.
And it tastes fantastic. So I mean, normally I get like a little glass bottle of olive oil, and I'm like, all right, and it just tastes like crap. So this tastes absolutely fantastic. And I mean, I never knew there was a variety of olive, and I'm still blown away by that. So I'm like, what, really? And I absolutely love the bottle design, and now it makes more sense because the dark bottle, not letting any light in, and the easy pour, and it's so great. What is another one? I'm ready to try more.
Okay, so the last one I brought is a Kornecki, which is the type of olive, and this is from Greece. And this is my highest polyphenol count I brought today. So this is considered more of a robust olive oil.
Delicious. Reminds me of my grandmother's. It does.
And another thing people don't realize is all olives start green.
Right.
And as they ripen, they turn different colors. So most of these oils, or especially this oil, the olives were picked when they were more green. They were not as ripe as maybe some other olive oils that we have. So you're going to get more bitter flavor, but also that's the polyphenols in play.
So what is the heat temp on this, cooking wise?
I would say around 425.
I like that.
I think it's a
that one
little
the
higher
best.
than that.
Yeah, I mean, I am from Maine, which we had a cold, long winter, so I was roasting vegetables almost daily, and it's just, that's a great use of the olive oil. Just roll any vegetable in olive oil, salt, pepper, roasted at 400 degrees for
Right.
20 minutes, and it's delicious.
Stick it in a masonry jar and throw it in the refrigerator.
Right.
For all week. It's a great idea. Red bell peppers, zucchini, potatoes.
Yeah, and now I think now that I normally eat my bread with butter, but I mean it is so flavorful. It does have a kind of buttery texture a little bit. It's a little bit of a buttery texture, so you feel like you're having bread with butter, but on top of that, it's so much healthier, and you have such a variety, and you can really go with what you like. And I mean the last one was my absolute favorite. And what was that called again?
This is Kornecki, which is a type of olive that is generally grown in Greece. It's
Kornick.
So this is something that everybody around the world can incorporate into their actual diet.
easily.
And the reason being is, would you say it is a lifestyle, a diet thing? I mean, what's going on?
It's a multitude of things, really, because I think people cook with olive oil because they like the flavor it imparts. I think there's a growing number of people that are consuming olive oil just for the health benefits. So it's much more accessible. There's a lot more knowledge. People have known for a long time that, that there's studies that extra virgin olive oil is good for you. And they think they're going to the grocery store and buying the clear bottle.
Right, and that's what I always got. I always got the clear bottles, and I mean, you're a living proof. I mean, your skin is fantastic. I mean, this is a living proof, you guys. You guys need to have this olive oil so you can have flawless skin like her. I mean, this is fantastic. Smells really good olive oil.
Yeah, and I'm going in for another one.
Oh.
So we're gonna try this bread here. And what was the last one, Susan?
This was the kornecki, which
This one
is
here.
from Greece, yes.
And that's my favorite so far. That's my favorite.
Yep, another hit.
Oh no, I'm
We're done?
I'm full.
Susan, you wanna try?
Sure. Thank you.
Trying to save my appetite for later, you know, I'm probably just down a bottle of olive oil.
Delicious. So tell me about, I tried the balsamic. Tell me more about that balsamic.
This balsamic is an 18-year aged balsamic vinegar from
That's why it's so good.
So
modern
it
Italy.
literally is like wine. It ages.
It ages,
That's crazy.
Unlike the olive oils, which are a fresh product, the vinegars are an aged product. They get better with age.
Oh.
This is an 18-year aged traditional balsamic vinegar, and it's quite thick.
Ooh.
It's delicious. I'm gonna actually pour a little into this olive oil, and
The best. You mix and match it.
it's a great use for a bread dipper as well as finishing meats, salads. There's endless applications really over fresh fruit.
So can you explain the process to us, how they actually, because in wines it's usually oak cakes,
Whoa.
barrels, or
That's very
what do they actually age that in for?
That would
This
taste
is
really good on a salad.
This is also aged in barrels.
How is it?
Successively smaller barrels as some of it evaporates. So you start off in a larger barrel, going to smaller and smaller barrels over time. And that's what sort of gives it its thicker quality. It's just crushed grape must, basically. There's
It's
a little wine vinegar to start the fermentation process, but there's no added coloring, no caramel coloring, which a lot of your
Yeah, you have the artificial flavors and everything
There's
like
a lot
that.
of
Yeah,
artificial flavors.
absolutely.
and coloring and sugar added. This is basically grape must.
So
It's really good. It's strong, but it's perfect. Like if you were to put that, like drizzle it on a salad, I mean that is a fantastic. It adds so much flavor to it as well. I didn't try it mixed with now this one is mixed with the what
With the kornecki, so this is the kornecki olive oil with some of the balsamic
and
vinegar.
mix it together.
Yeah, and you can add a little salt, Parmesan cheese,
Oh, wow.
red pepper.
That's a completely different taste with it together. That's really good.
be
Really good.
creative, guys.
Yeah.
And
That's really
let me
yummy.
ask you, what does a consumer expect to pay for a bottle of this retail?
This size bottle, which is actually a 750 milliliter size, so it's the same size as a wine bottle, sells for $28, which
Very
is
reasonable.
really a pretty
Yeah.
good price.
I mean, you're getting the taste of it. It's something that when you go to a store, like she said, the clear bottles, you go to the store, it's not the same. This literally is just almost like a wine is. It has just a fine taste to it, and it's a luxury taste in your mouth. It's creamy, it's velvety, it's just so delicious. All of these are so good, and I mean, this is really yummy.
See, I find, Susan, all too many times, the consumer goes to the grocery store and they come home with what they think is olive oil.
But it's not.
a
Yeah.
blend of something.
Right,
Our new
there's a
brand.
lot of fraud in the olive oil industry.
Olive oil fraud.
There is. Tom Mueller wrote a book called Truth in Olive Oil. No, Extra Virginity, I'm sorry. He has a blog, Truth in Olive Oil, but he has a book called Extra Virginity, and it's all about the fraud that happens. It's amazing. You wouldn't believe what is put in a bottle and called extra virgin olive oil.
Right. I had no idea. Like I said, I've learned so much just about olive oil today. I had no idea that you had to keep it from the light, and you had to, you know what I mean? So I go to the supermarket, and I normally get a bottle of olive oil that has a clear bottle, and it doesn't taste nearly, and not even remotely close to how good this tastes. And you can really tell that there's so much that goes into it that people don't even know out there. I mean, I had no idea today.
I think a lot of products too that you might taste in the grocery store have been refined, so they're stripped
Right.
of everything. So there really is no flavor to them at
Right. Absolutely.
all. And
Nutrition as well. Go
Right.
on.
Yeah, and all the nutrition has gone from it.
So, once again, as she says, it's olive oil fraud.
it is. There's lots of it.
Olive oil fraud.
But if you're buying real quality olive oil, all of ours are tested, chemically tested. In the store, we have all of the information, when it was crushed, where it's from.
So Susan, when the consumer's out there doing their thing with research in olive oil, you want something that's authentic, something that has not been cheapened by being refined. Now, they always talk about, and I've heard the acidity level. Does that mean anything to you?
Well, these have low low acidity levels, like the free fatty acid is low. You want to look for low free fatty acid, high polyphenols, high oleic acid content, and low peroxide values. So those are some basic parameters that you would look at to ensure that you have a quality product and things that are being tested.
So listen, guys, just to be safe, forget what's on the shelves in the grocery store. Just go for this, okay? This is a no-brainer. I use it all the time, and as I did say, I used to be guilty of incorporating butter into the meals, but since Susan introduced me to this, that's all I'm doing.
Oh my gosh, I had no idea that it tasted, olive oil tasted this good. You would have no idea. When you're used to just the store-bought brands and you actually taste this, it's a whole new world for you, and it's a whole new world for cooking, and it really is gonna spice up everything that you cook with olive oil. Really spice it up and give it that flavor. And even, you don't even have to cook a meal, you can just dip a little bread in there and it's fantastic.
Yeah, and we're tasting this in the raw, so let's convert this on over to like a real green salad.
You ready? You wanna do a salad?
Do that? Yeah, you jump in there. All right, I want to see what you do, and if I have anything to say, I'll put my 2 cents in. So which one do you want to use?
Okay, well let's take the Kornecki oil.
All right, and we'll give you the
and
balsamic.
The balsamic vinegar. Great.
Good stuff, guys.
And it's really as simple as mixing oil and vinegar together. It doesn't need to be complicated.
So let me take these little forks away.
Okay, so we have some mesclun greens here, it looks like. We'll add some pepper. Some tomatoes. Should we cut up that avocado as well?
Oh.
Some onion, red onion.
Well, there is a cut avocado here too.
Oh, it is cut? Oh, it's all cut.
Well, the pizza. I don't know how to, I've never cut an avocado, so don't ask me. I don't know.
Well, what I do, I just put the pit out, and then you can just scoop it out.
Scoop it.
So let's put this in here. Thank you. Okay, so a couple more scoops of avocado here.
Sue, can you use this too? Something you already mixed up?
I could, yes.
And I definitely recommend mixing the olive oils because you kind of can play on the taste. You can kind of mix it up and do what
something
you
I can kind of emulsify, like that fork would be great.
got it.
Emulsify this a bit.
Also, Sue, I just, if you don't mind, we're gonna incorporate, I got some great stuff here. These are bean sprouts, and it's amazing. You just take these seeds, look at the bottom of these roots. I mean, this is like 3 days. You put the seeds in there and just...
3 days, they
Yeah.
grow that much.
You just fill this up with a little water and you put it in the dark. Now, the reason I'm like so crazy about this is because they taste good.
I've
Well-
never tasted it. You can just eat it like that?
Yeah, and if you live in a city or you don't have, let's say, you know, real estate, meaning grass, these grow right in your apartment, in the dark.
Ooh.
And, you know, the benefits are unbelievable.
Good for a salad. Very good for
So
a salad.
what we're gonna do is take some of these and we're going to garnish the top of the salad.
Yeah, let's put some of this in there.
Very yummy.
And just a little of these green sprouts. And listen, you can go to a website called the Sprout Lady, and you can purchase these things like right online, and
And
is-
they grow in like 3 days.
Yeah.
They're you know, it's amazing. It's amazing. And you also get the rewarding feeling of being able to grow from home and being able to put what you grew inside of the salad, which is fantastic.
Okay, now that we have these bean sprouts on here, I'm just gonna drizzle just a little more olive oil
Ooh.
on the top and just sprinkle just a touch of salt.
Oh, that looks fantastic.
And then we're gonna add this prosciutto.
Oh, that's fantastic. And obviously, if you guys are vegetarians out there, you don't have to add the prosciutto.
And if I
You
may
can
make a
skip that. You
suggestion,
can skip that part. But if you guys are meat eaters like me, this is
this is the bomb.
the bomb.
That saltiness of the prosciutto with the sweet balsamic just drizzled over the top is gonna be a really nice compliment.
Looks
There we go.
fantastic. Look at that.
Looks great.
Hey Susan, listen, it's been fun. You got a great product here, and thank you for coming on the show.
Thank you
Thanks for
so
having me.
much. I mean, like I said, fantastic olive oil. I never knew there was a variety of olive oil, but now I'm going to be an olive oil connoisseur.
So listen, what is your website?
Our website is right on the bottle here. It's www.vinolio.com. And we've created a special code, Greek10. So if you go online and use that code, you'll get a 10% discount. on our
Greek
products.
10, get the 10% discount. That's
So is
fantastic.
this available immediately, or is there a time lapse?
It's available immediately. I have all
You're
this
that
in
guy,
stock.
it's available immediately.
So you better get on that.
Yeah, you never have anything better in your life.
I mean, this is phenomenal. I never knew that it would taste this delicious.
And remember, the heat point, it's up there. She says 425, 450, I'm gonna go more like 425, 450. But thank you. Listen, we're gonna
Thank
clean
you.
up, and we'll be right back with
With
Medina.
another salad. Thank you so much.
Great.
All right, listen, we're back, Cammie. We're gonna use some of this great olive oil again.
I found a new little obsession. That olive oil is fantastic.
Yeah.
It's really good. And you know how picky I am. I love it. So let's get it started. I'm excited about it.
All right, so once again, this has a pretty high heating point, so don't be fooled because there's a big misconception that you can't use this because it's gonna burn. So that's the answer.
That's a lie.
Yeah, just
For
test
this one. Probably not.
it. It's pretty hot, it's not smoking. All right, so I'm gonna torch up some of this chopped beef. With the peppers and the onions.
Torch it. Now it's sizzling. Ooh, it smells good too. So I'm gonna put some basil and parsley in here. I'll throw it in there. Ooh, and then should we put something else in there?
Let's put a little more olive
A
oil.
little bit more olive oil, and then what should we put out?
And then use that for it. All right, you see the pan's hot, but you don't want to
You don't know
kill the greens. You want a little al dente. All right, so that chopped meat is now getting cooked. So what else do you think we should throw in here, Cammie? Let's do some colors.
I think we should do some colors, but I think maybe we should throw like a couple slices of, just a couple, not a lot. Just enough for some flavor. A little bit.
It almost smells like cinnamon.
It does.
Got a nice
It smells like cinnamon cookies actually, which is really weird. It does. It's really weird. Just a little bit, because we already have some green in there, so.
So that was orange.
And then
yellow,
these
red,
are
and
carrots, right?
Yep, got a little carrots in there.
Oh, I burned my finger. It's alright, I don't want to.
911. Little salt.
And just a couple of tomatoes in there. And then maybe we should put some bean sprouts in there.
Go right ahead. They're good for you.
And they grew them here. Damn, bean sprouts.
Can we throw a little more in there?
How much more?
Handful. Well, a little less than that. Thank you.
These are really good.
Alright.
I'm slowly munching on these, by the way. A little bit, I think we should put like just a drizzle more on there. Like a slight, because it's really flavorful and it really just spices it up. Just a tiny little boop. Yeah, perfect.
Alright. So this is sauteed enough. Remember, leave your veggies with a little integrity. Okay, Cammie, do me a favor.
Yeah.
Grab that. I'm going to put this in here. And then
And what's in here already?
these are, there's some spinach in there. And it looks like there's some red leaf spinach. That's what it looks like, yeah. Say some color greens.
What's arugula? Is that a green vegetable? Arugula? I've heard about it.
Arugula is, yeah, green vegetable, isn't it? All right, mix, mix, mix. Do the salad shake. Yeah. There you go. All right, and now we're gonna plate it.
Thank you.
All right, and we'll tin. Great stuff.
Get a little bit more, some of
Presentation. Yeah. All right, and that's what we had.
Very yummy.
All right, so listen, we got our greens are all done. Came out very nice. All right, and don't forget about the book. We can receive it on
www.flaminggreek.tv, or you can get it on Amazon. Just search up the Flaming Greek cookbook. Again, 200 pages, fully illustrated color pictures, really amazing recipes, breakfast, dinner, entrees, meals on a budget, which is my favorite category because when you're low on money and you just really want to eat something, it's fantastic.
you can eat like that.
Super easy to cook, and it's fantastic.
Cheese risotto, different types of vegetables, sweet potatoes from Spain, roasted bone. It goes on and on. There's also breakfast recipes in there as well. So grab your book.
Thank you so much for watching this episode of The Flaming Greek. I'm Cami, and this is The Greek. Until next time!
For a copy of any of the recipes that you've seen on today's program, please purchase the Flaming Greek and Cami cookbook, a delightful, colorful page photo coffee table cookbook that will have you and your family enjoying these recipes in the convenience of your own home. Cook with the Flaming Greek. To purchase the cookbook, log on to theflaminggreek.com. The price is $44.95 plus shipping and handling. Offer made by the Flaming Greek Production.